Right. We are live. We're going to try hot dogs today and some chicken livers. First, we'll start out with hot dog. All right, guys, we're starting out with a little bit of hot dog. Hey, good morning, Mr. Rogers. I got the fire thread here. I'm going to put a video out today on it. So I noticed I had some fire thread left on the hook on the other one. So it can easily shift back and forth. But if you tie some thread on there to begin with, and that thread don't come off either, it stays on there pretty darn good. We're just going to wrap some thread on there and get it all tangled up. And since the diameter is really small of this stuff here, it stays on pretty good. So we'll slide that down, put that bait through that hot dog, slide that farther down, push it over top of it. So now not sliding as easy. So that's one way of getting it a little tighter. Then we're going to wrap it too. So I know all the fish eat hot dogs, so it's going to be keeping the hot dog on there is just as important as a chicken liver, which we got that too. Oh, I just started. I did catch a little smallmouth on top water. I mean, I'm talking little, I am talking tiny. My Whopper Popper 60 was just a little bit smaller than him. And it happened to be, still got that gap in there, so you're good to go. We don't use hot dog very often, but there we go. One bait. What happens? They eat it. Yeah, they're cannibals. So I'd already got the thread on that one, and it's not moving as much already. So I can't wiggle it off there as easy. Hello, Tiffany. No brain rot music. Oh, man. I don't know if I'd have any music on here. It'd be kind of against YouTube policy, but game on. Welcome in. Right now, we're just putting the hot dog on the hook so it won't come off easily, because we know there's turtles out there and other fish that will eat it. I'm just going to wrap it up the best we can with this fire thread. You can be bought at Walmart for about $5. $5 at my Walmart. There we go. Wrapped up pretty decent. We got 11 people in. Welcome in, guys. We did catch a little, I mean, he was probably about that big. I mean, that's got to be the smallest smallmouth I've caught this year on top water. That was the only fish I've caught on top water too. So, but I'll be darned if he didn't get all 3 of the treble hooks in his mouth. So almost impossible to get him off. Let's throw baits out there and see what we can do. Hopefully you guys can hear me, but I don't know. Sometimes that works, sometimes it don't. Right behind that tree over there. Looks like a good spot. It's fairly deep too. That's hot dog on it. Well, I brought 3 rods, but just in case we hung up, we'll have a spare. We will have a spare. Everything. Sophie, welcome in. Hi. All right. Got our bait out. Not sure why the orange one was still moving. Could have already had a bite. Hey, 17 people in. What we got? Is that 3 thumbs up? Oh yeah, hit that thumbs up. Helps me push the channel out. I'm a new channel, so less than about 130 subs is all I got. So hit that subscribe button too if you would. I like all types of fishing, but catfishing is my game. Chrissy, welcome in. Oh, there's a bite, guys. There's a bite. Let's see if that hot dog stays on. The other one's getting a nibble too. We expect a bunch of turtles, but you never know. Hey, Shaduka. Cam Herman, welcome in. I'm wondering if they stole the bait already, but hot dog don't stay on too great. So we had a bite on that one, a nibble on that one. The white one. Orange one had a pretty decent bend. We'll give him a few minutes. I'm not going to give him much longer. Welcome in, welcome in. We've got 5 likes now. Appreciate it, guys. 12 people in. I find they don't push small channels out very well, but they're more limited, I guess. But I'm going to try a few different spots out today. Right now we're using hot dog if you're just coming in, and we tied it with this they call fire thread from Potskis. Get that at Walmart for like $5. No affiliation. It seems like the turtles are biting, but oh, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I need to get this channel built up where we can do some business. I guess we'll check that orange one out. Had a pretty decent bite on it. Had a nibble. We're trying to see if that will hold the hot dog. It's the first time trying it on the hot dog. Does wonders for chicken liver, but nothing prevents turtles from taking your bait, though. We'll check. Pretty sure had a turtle on there. Oh, and then we got a snag. Hopefully we got it out of there, but probably not. I'm not sure. We may have a turtle on there right now. I don't know. Now we got somebody's line. We got somebody's line, guys. Let's see whose line's stronger, mine or this other one. Let's get it out of the water. Looks like it's sprayed. Oh, I found another hook too, guys. All right. Let's get that out of there. Yeah, let's get this braid. No, it's some kind of mono. Must be like trilene mono. My rod, I'm sure will not sit still. One thing is we'll get all this line out of there. There is a snag right there, I do believe. So there we go. We got all that crap out of there. That looks like a little, kind of like a little jackhammer hook from, except for it's got that on it. That bent eye there. Kind of looks like a Team Catfish jackhammer hook. We'll throw that in the box, get rid of that line at home. Hey, Reroll, welcome in. Reroll, welcome in. Zimbo 1902. We are fishing for catfish. We had a bite on the orange one, so we reeled it in and then got hung up on somebody else's line. And it looks like something stole my hot dog. We were trying for catfish, and we really put some thread wrap on it. It didn't work. It didn't keep it on there for whatever bit it. I think it was a turtle. But that's your chances, turtle or catfish. All right, so we got that fire thread on there. That's by Potskis. You can get that at Walmart. So I put that on there so I can go over top of it, try to hold that hot dog on a little better. We're going to wrap it again. Like I said, it don't come off the hook. It stays on there. The fish don't eat it, or at least the turtle don't eat it. But they use their claws to get that bait off sometimes. Nice, I was fishing for grass last weekend. Chicken hearts, oh, chicken hearts is pretty good. But I have a hard time even finding chicken liver, so I'd used chicken liver and hot dogs last weekend, or this past weekend, and caught a couple nice ones. The first time I've ever caught a catfish out of the river on hot dog. And I haven't used chicken liver in years, and we caught one on that too. So you got all this extra wrap. It won't hurt anything. They don't care about it. Hey, that's pretty cool. Yep, chicken hearts, I remember using those. They work a lot better than chicken gizzards, I can tell you that. They soak up the blood. All right, we're gonna get this back out there, maybe throw it in a different spot, see what we get. We better check the other bait while we're at it. We might switch over to chicken livers real quick, but if the turtles are here, it won't matter. I don't think he's any bait on it, but yeah, no bait on it. Well, I thought that would work, but it sure did not. Turtles have a way of stealing any bait, so we got some chicken livers here, and they are several days old, so no guarantee, unless they were on sale, so they were probably going bad. But catfish don't seem to care. A little bit cooler today too, so we got that going for us. I tried rotten chicken gizzard and it turned me off. Yeah. I may have to check, see where my rag is. So I put this little chicken liver on here. I usually try to hook it about 3 or 4 times. Sometimes it don't matter. Now, keep an eye on that rod for me. We need to wipe my hands off after that experience. always keep your chicken livers on ice, or hearts, or because it gets really soft if you don't. Let's see if we have a rag somewhere. If we don't, we are going to be washing our hands out in the pond there, the drink. You get that all over everything and it's game over for all your junk, all your equipment. Yeah, exactly. All right, we're gonna wrap it with this fire thread. Got it at Walmart for $5 plus tax. We're using a 6/0 hook, probably a little big for some of these catfish, but I've got some pretty decent sized catfish here. We're not messing around with nothing probably less than 5 pounds. But you never know what will bite. 20-pound turtle probably. I didn't wrap it real good, but it's on there. Yeah, I'm not too fond of chicken gizzards. They don't put out the blood. They don't put out a scent trail like this stuff right here does. It's the, I think it's the amino acids in it that draw them. And a good scent trail. We might throw it upstream a little bit, see what happens. I'm not liking that spot. Let's throw it a little farther. Once you wrap it with that wrap, you can throw that chicken liver a lot farther and the current is not going to affect it. It will wash it out quicker, but it won't affect it. See there, I've only got it barely hooked. We'll rehook it, but there I barely got it hooked on there and that thread wrap's holding it. Let's hook it a couple more times. That's why you gotta keep that pretty darn cold. On a hot day, chicken liver's really hard to keep on, unless it's frozen. All right, a little farther out that time. Sometimes it's just about putting your bait in the right spot. Well, most of the time, that's what it's about. All right, we ain't gonna give it much longer. They'll steal that hot dog as quick as I throw it out. It's a elastic, kind of elastic string. I know they sell magic thread. It's kind of like that, but I've never used magic thread. I've used elastic thread from like Hobby Lobby or Walmart. And it's a lot thicker stuff, but this is pretty thin. And you can just snap it off. So once you tie it around there, I've not had it come off the hook at all. I don't know how the fish is get. I think it's a turtle though. So I don't think a fish would even take that off. We are going for, welcome in Ethan. We are going for catfish. We got hot dog on the left and chicken liver on the right now. And you could also do the hot dogs with the cherry or strawberry jello, Kool-Aid. I like to do a little Worcestershire sauce on it. I can't say that 5 times fast. Just a little bit of that on there. That makes the difference a lot of times. Today we're just using raw hot dog. We may have some that has some on it. I don't know. Just looking them. We might have some. Nope, I think I used them all. I just used a small batch over the weekend. Saul the fisherman, welcome in. Definitely gonna try that. Nope, I caught earlier before I started the live, we caught a, about right over in here. Got a bite on the top water, whopper plopper. Bluegill 60. He's about that big. Hey, first catch on the whopper plopper top water this year, so they have not really been biting here on top water. But I did get that little guy. And sure enough, he got the whole treble, all 3 hooks in his little mouth. All right, let's check that orange rock because we ain't messing around. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Thumbs up, guys, and if you'd like to help a small channel out, build a small channel out, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be doing a lot of catfishing. I did creek fishing not too long ago, but apparently a regular phone on a chest mount doesn't do very good, but I think it done pretty decent. I'm thinking you need like a high-priced iPhone, but I'm not putting no high-priced iPhone on my chest while I'm in the creek. I sound like an accident waiting to happen. Do you cook fish on the site? Nope, I will not cook any fish out of here. We are a catch and release, and if we're not, we'll use it for bait. That's how it goes. But welcome in, the Thoth. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna throw it back out because I don't plan on, if they ain't biting, I'm more than likely they've stolen my bait. Nothing on the chicken lever yet. About got that out yet. And there's a snag over here somewhere. Might have just been that piece of fishing line I've been hitting all this time. This feels awful light. It don't look like there's nothing on it. So yeah. All right. Here we go, guys. We could say we officially caught something. We got a leaf. All right. Leave me alone. Let's put some chicken liver on this baby. No cooking of fish, nope. No matches, no grill. No tank. I guess we'll head chicken liver again. We did catch a hook earlier too, so we snagged a hook and got it out of there. If you just joined us, we got a hook in somebody's line. Get that out of the river. That'll help the river out a little bit. And any fishermen that coming by trying to fish this spot. There's a can over here I'll take home with me too. I like to clean up the riverbank as much as I can. Leave it way better than what I came. That's the only proper way of doing it. That way you can enjoy it when you're here. Have you ever used a Santee rig? Yes, sir. We sure have. Don't really need to use it here because it's not that deep. And putting that wrap on there and then putting the chicken liver over top of it does hold it on a little better too. So I found 2 ways of doing it. I'll hook it a few times and to put that wrap on there. But first we might have to wipe our hands off a little bit. Somehow I forgot my rag. I'm not sure where my rag went to. Everybody knows, use chicken liver, you better have a rag. Yeah, we haven't used a... Hello, Saul. Welcome in. So we're going to take this thread wrap. It's fire thread. You can get it at Walmart. And probably not every Walmart, but probably some. Mine don't have a whole lot of anything, but we'll wrap that chicken liver on there. It's kind of a stretchy thread, and it breaks by hand. It's not like regular thread. It's more like elastic thread. That'll keep it on there pretty decent. On calm water. Oh, yeah, just about a foot or about 6 inches away from the bait. So the float's got to be big enough to lift the bait up off the bottom. So say if you have current, it'll go up, and your bait automatically goes up and down anyway, but it'll just do all kinds of numbers in current. You got to float. So if you're bank fishing, your bait will be sitting straight this way to the left. Your weight will be right here in front of you, and your bait will be off to the side, jumping up and down with float on it. Calm water, it just lifts it up off the bottom a little bit, so they don't have to, you know, if you got a bunch of leaves or something in the bottom or moss, they don't have to find it in that. It's right at their eye level. And if you want to fish for like flathead, you want it above their head, kind of, so even though they can smell it. Being the best YouTuber ever. Hey, with Nate, welcome in. What do I think I'm doing? I'm hoping I'm catfishing. We got some chicken liver on. We're just explaining a few techniques. We're gonna throw back over there with the chicken liver, see what happens. They probably won't be live too long. I'm hoping that ain't hung up, because that felt kind of tight. If it is, we're hoping the catfish takes it out. Let's wash our hands off real quick. Ain't nobody like sticky chicken liver on their hands. Not this guy don't. I normally don't use it myself, but hey, well, how's it going? Geedika, welcome in. Appreciate it, Zembo. I like to share a few tips here and there, but I believe the Worcester sauce on the hot dogs just a little bit. Oh, there's a bite, guys. I think we got one. I don't know if it's a turtle or if we're hung up. We might be hung up, guys. I think that's a big turtle. Or it's hung. Feel something. But I can't get him out. Let's let him run a little bit, maybe. He's wrapped me up in something. Under a log or something, guys. You gotta be kidding me. How deep is it out there? We may walk out there. Darn it. Let's see if he's still on. He may have got off. He ain't pulling no line out. I believe that's a turtle. Just trying to look at the other. I haven't been looking at this other bait either. I figure it's a big soft shell. Yeah, I think he got off there. Well, shoot, guys. We're about ready to get a fish, and we'll give him some line. Maybe he'll take it and probably wrap me up more. Try to see if he's still on there. We're going to leave it in this rod holder for a minute. See if he'll do anything. I'll see what's going on over here. As long as the line's tight, he should stay on there. All right. Soft shells are yummy. Hey, LMG. Good strike, sir. Thank you. Yeah, we had a little bit of takedown there. It's real slow, like a soft shell would do. And I thought it was hung up, but he's taking them under a log or something. You know, that's what they do. Catfish should do the same thing. We're gonna leave it out there for a minute. We got another rod to throw out if that one don't work out. So we can retie and have another rod out there. Let's throw this one back out because it hasn't even had a hit. Oh, I felt like it was hung up already. know I'm fishing in the right spot. If you feel like everywhere you, no bite, but guess what? No bait. Sometimes, sometimes that's the way it goes. We're not messing around. VIP, welcome in. VIP treatment. We're gonna put another piece of chicken liver on. Now, the wrap ain't helping too much. Not with these turtles, I believe they're biting. I mean, I'm not gonna stay alive if we're just getting turtles, but I'm hoping there's a catfish here somewhere. A little bit of chicken liver. Now recently I've been experimenting with different baits, but I mainly throw cut bait. So bluegill, shad, chubs, shiners, crappie. Yeah, I think he's gotten off there. I don't see him moving at all. That hook popped out and got a log probably. What's going on? How's it going so far? Well, so far we've had a bite. Whatever it was, ran me under a log. So, and we did hang up on somebody's fishing line and got a free hook. And I got the line out of the water. We'll have to reel that one in. Probably break it off because he's hung me up. I'm pretty sure it's a turtle, but never know. Could have been a fish run me under a log. And he was wrapped under it. Let's wipe my hands off first before we throw this. I would recommend having a rag, but let's throw it over this way. Close to a log over there. Probably get hung up again, but that's the breaks in catfishing. If you ain't throwing toward a snag, you ain't getting no fish. Keep an eye on that one for me. We'll have to break this one off. We'll straighten it out and then see. Could be hung up on somebody's fishing line again, maybe. You never know. It's stretching. Hey, I think I got it out of there. Since the turtle wasn't on there no more, it was easy to get out. And I did pull the snag off of it. Good old stickfish. That's a root, I believe. No, it looks like it's more like a branch. Well, ain't working out too good for me. I always forget the rag. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Uptown fishing, welcome in. That's like a PB. Yeah, CJ, that is so far today. That is a PB. So, the thing about chicken liver is all the other fish will eat it too. But if you're around anywhere around stripers, they will eat it too, and the hybrids. Which, that's pretty cool, catching a striper when you know not very many people in your area catch stripers. But I've caught one or two. One on chicken liver, one on bluegill head, but I've heard of a couple, about one or two last year got caught here in this area. Biggest catch so far, yes sir, yes sir. We got 17 likes, 38 people in. Welcome in, guys. We're just using typical store baits. We got chicken liver, we got hot dogs. So far, that's all experimented with. I'm going to try some new stuff on this channel that I normally don't use, because it's a challenge. And chicken liver will get you a big fish. At least the channel cat anyway. I don't know about blues because we don't have none here. Let's throw it out in a different direction. Maybe we'll get a fish, we won't. Either way, we are cooking there. If we have a little T-stick, we'll put one up and put another bait on. Why not? This is somewhat of a T-stick. That might be interesting if I get a bite on it and have to jump in after the rod. Because you never know. That's why I don't use a lot of fork sticks. I see what's going on in the chat, guys. LMG, you caught a tree pounder. There you go. You got it. That's what they call those. Tree pounders. I think we'll put a hot dog on that other one. I think what we'll do, we'll take the hot dog, put it in a chicken liver, and let it marinate. Anybody ever try that? That sounds like a good idea. We're just going to put the end piece in there for a second. Get a little smell on it. I'm not too worried about watching the rods because they're got circle hooks on them. And circle hooks will usually get the fish every time. The problem is, will I get it in time so they won't hit a snag? Which first one I did not get. All right, we soaked that in chicken liver. Good morning, Scotty. How's it going? Using your catch as a rod stand. There you go. Yeah, see, that's the way you do it. Use your catch as a rod stand. All right. What I've been doing is just wrapping this and then putting the hot dog over top of it. That seems to help a little bit. But when the turtles are around, nothing seems to work. Yeah, you just take advantage of what you got. We could probably use that hook we found earlier too. Use what's around you. They'll steal that chicken liver like it's no tomorrow. Yeah, see? So we use what we got. Believe me, I don't pay a lot for bobbers. I find them and I'll use them. And it kind of float. Or lure. I find a lot of my lures on the bank and then use them and catch fish. We're not positive. Hopefully I don't get snagged again. I know. Old flip-flops. There you go. You usually find quite a few flip-flops around here. It's usually only one though. I've never seen two of anything. Alright, that didn't hook up at all. Hot dog's sometimes a pain. If not always. They tell me frozen hot dog's the way to go. Oh, for bobbers. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, just scrunch you off a piece. I see flip-flops all the time out here. Probably too big a piece of hot dog. Hey, that's a good idea. Next time I see a flip-flop, we'll use it. Make a video out of it. That's a pretty good idea. I say so myself. Thought about using styrofoam, but it's too light. All right, we didn't get it on there real good. We got a hot dog. We're gonna try this. I don't know if we'll lock it down. I might have to jump for a rod, jump in the water. Not that I've ever went in the water before, because we all know we have. All right, let's throw this where the current is. You guys can't really see this up here, and we got a bait clicker on, so you hear that? We don't want that on when we throw it, because it makes all kinds of racket. The reel ain't doing that great, so. If we don't get hung up, we might catch fish. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this rod. I think we'll poke it in the ground. We will see it go in the water probably. We'll see if we can even see it. We ain't loosening the drag or anything. It's staying tight. We will catch something. That there is a, see if you can see it on camera. Okay. That there is a ugly stick catfish. I believe it's about 7-foot rod. So the other two are 7'6", and they are tangling with catfish whisker whips. So they're a medium rod made for channel cats. And so far, they've not seen a channel cat today. We'll check them out here in a second. How's it going, Scotty? Hey, 31 people in, 22 likes. But 31 people in. Get that number up there a little bit. 31. That sounds like a better number to me. I'm not too fond of the ugly stick catfish. It's the one on the right there. Right there. You see it's about 6 inches shorter. It's supposed to be a medium heavy. It's got some backbone, but that tip is just a little flimsy in my experience, but they will. You really got to reel down on it. And we are getting a bite on the middle rod, but not a very good bite. We'll have to check. We'll check this orange rod out. Now I could throw out, 500 times and get hung up 500 times. So every time I bring one in without getting hung up, it's a good day. All right. It kind of seems like that one's getting a bite. Could just be the current hitting on it. You'll get moss and leaves on your line. That's the rough thing about fall too, but we ain't in fall yet. Let's check on this one. No bites on it yet. Always bring multiple baits when you're catfishing, in my opinion, but it's, of course, we got hung up. All right, guys, well, you win some, you lose some. We do still have 2 rods out there. Win some, you lose some. So far, we lost one. All right, we don't get a bait on that one. We'll switch it to the rod holder. Yep, we're just using those 2 rods now, so we're going to retie this one. We're going to put the other one in the rod holder. That way I don't have to pay attention to it. I appreciate it, Zembo 1902. Appreciate it, brother. Have a good morning and a good day. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I don't have to keep an eye on that. We're going to put it in the rod holder. A lot of times I tie another bait on and I have to jump up and dive for a rod. I mean, it's happened. Don't tell me this one's hung up too. It felt like it was hung up also, so that hot dog probably ain't on there now. I tell you. We are staying busy today. We got an island we can go to over here. We might try it out. I may have to get a little wet today, who knows. We did put a hot dog in the chicken liver, marinating it. Let's see how it looks right now. I think it's worth a shot. That might be worth a shot. He says, cheers. All right, appreciate it. We got 23 likes. Appreciate it, guys. 14 people in. We are hanging up. We are catching turtles. We are, well, we haven't caught a turtle, but I know that was pretty much a turtle. We are catching sticks. We are catching somebody else's hook and line. Man, we ain't caught anything yet, except for that. But we're having fun. You never know what to expect. The bite could be on, the bite could be off. It's just fishing for you. Please hit that like button. I'll appreciate it. Oh, Scotty. All right, so we wrap this one up, and it's got that hot dog smell and chicken liver smell, so it's got the best of both worlds. So the cheap hot dogs are probably the way to go. They have more what they call nitrates in them, and they're saltier, I do believe. So I tell you one thing, turtles like them. So let's throw this. Try to throw it away from the turtle, but let's hope a catfish is there this time. I don't know how deep it is. It could be really shallow over there. I don't think it was very deep. We're going to put this one a rod over this time so we can retie the other one. I always keep a chicken liver on ice. Guaranteed. Appreciate it, Scotty. We got 25 people in. Appreciate it, guys. Still only got 23 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up if you like fishing. Maybe I can catch a fish if you hit the thumbs up. It's a cool day out here today, so I am having lots of fun. We may even go in the water over here. Pulling a wagon to this spot is difficult, to say the least, but today we do not have a wagon. It's a lot easier. We're gonna retie this other one on. If we got any more hooks, but we just found a hook, so we will definitely have a hook in case we don't have one. I think I got one. We call one hook left. It's a 6/0 Eagle Claw Laser Sharp Circle C hook. That's an offset hook. Offset hooks should catch more fish. In case you're wondering, they should always catch more because they're offset, so they have more chance of catching that fish in the lip or in the mouth or the whisker, which happens a lot. We probably need to move after this. I'm not sure if we can move with the camera, but we will try. I don't know if we'll move down the bank or go in the water over there. Either might be pretty good. So, welcome in, Mom and Monofred. I think that says. No, Mama Monofred. Okay. So we're going to tie a easy snell knot. We'll just go in from the front, about an inch or so. Go counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 for luck. 7's good enough. Then through the back. cinch her down. And you can cut that little tag end line off if you want, but I just leave it. Don't affect anything. Don't affect a thing. So we want to tie a swivel on. Let's use one of these today. So for a swivel, we will double up our line a couple inches, run her through the swivel. I tie an overhand knot. If we can see the line, cinch her down. I would get it wet, but we have been playing with chicken liver, so that ain't going to happen. You'd always put it in the water if you wanted to. Cinch her down. Cut a little bit of that tag line off and we're good to go. Make sure all your extra line goes in the trash. Man, we still ain't got a bite. What's going on? Hit that thumbs up. Maybe we may get a bite, guys. Have you guys been watching it? I can't really. I've been trying to tie, and usually that's when I get a bite, but they may have already stole my bait. So I got some weights. Thanks to old Fun Fishing Adventures there. We're going to put a heartbeat on this baby just because seems like it might be lucky. As I heart fishing. And if you heart fishing too, hit that like button. All right, we're putting a 3-ounce no row on, and we're going to slap a couple beads on. I'll show you here in a minute. First, we'll put a plastic bead on. And then we'll put a rubber bead on, because the rubber bead, actually we'll go the opposite. The problem with rubber beads is they will get smashed on the swivel, and you don't want that. So you put the rubber bead on first. Just my take on it. I'll show you what we got. We got a 3-ounce no row. We got a couple beads. So we got that little rubber bead. And the bottom one here is going to hit the swivel. So that plastic's going to hit the swivel. It might break, but that orange one, they're usually really soft. So they will form to your swivel. So you definitely don't want that. They will bang that swivel until it's all the way on top of it. So it's pretty useless. Most times I don't have to worry about it because I'll get hung up. So it won't matter. If you're fishing the river or creek, kind of like a creek like this here, this is actually a river, but it's a very small river. And if you haven't fished a small river or creek, go ahead and do it because it is a blast if you got access. Here I seem to have a lot of access and a lot of bank space. This is one of the multiple places that you actually have a sandbar to fish. Most of the time you just have to make your own spot. And making your own spot's the best way to fish. We definitely need to check our baits out. Or definitely need to move, probably. Welcome in. We got 12 people in. Still 23 likes. I don't know what's going on there, but hey, that's better than nothing. So here's what we got on the rig. We got a 3-ounce no row. That's a no row sinker. Slides on the line. Not that the fish like that, but that right there hold bottom really well. And we got a little soft bead. And then a little plastic bead. You can buy like Walmart, anywhere, any kind of bead. That'll help protect that knot when it bangs into it. They say that soft bead will help better, but I have no problem with that plastic hitting it at all. Not with a 3 ounce. Now, if you had like an 8 ounce, I'd probably go with something stronger. But you want to protect that knot with a couple beads. So use the orange one. That orange one eventually will go up on that, and then you won't have any bead. Of course, you could figure that out, but always check that hook tip out. I run my finger along the side of it, top of it, and underneath. I don't feel any burrs, but then check it, the nail test. It's digging in. I can't even slide it across there. So that's a good hook today. A lot of times these hooks have a burr on them. Without a magnifying lens, I cannot see it, but they're there. So you just gently take a small file to it and get that burr off there and sharpen it up. Catfishing normally don't matter because they will hit the bait hard, but I'd rather have a sharp hook than have a hook pop out. Just my opinion. Because if you get it in the hard part of a catfish, it won't go in all the way and you will lose the hook on the fight. Because they will twist and turn and roll and you will lose the fish. Not every time. You will lose it sometimes. Of course, you will lose them sometimes anyway, but just trying to make it a little easier on you. From experience. All right, we got 16 people still in the show. We are probably going to move a little bit, move down the bank, because first what I normally do is set up on a bank. I'll set up, throw to the wood, the structure I can see, and then start throwing shallow, which all of it's pretty shallow here, but the deeper water seems to be on the other side. Now once I wore all my spots out, then we will move. Shoot, we've had the GoPro going this whole hour. Let's see if we have any chat I'm missing something probably. All messages. All right, nope, I ain't missing anything. So got her tied on there, and we'll try her again, but I think we're going to move on down the bank a little bit. We're going to grab one of them rod holders there and move down the bank. It's probably not got any bait on it. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping in to watch this brand new channel take off. Let's reel one in, and that's possible. I'm going to get hung up here everywhere, so let's try to get this one over any snag that we have. This is always my spare rod, so I'm not too happy with it. But for 40 bucks, it's hard to beat an ugly stick catfish. All right, we'll take this bait down. We're gonna see how the camera moves with me. All right, guys, here we go. I'm gonna show you a little bit of the river, what we're working here. We got a bottleneck right here. So I've been throwing up in that area, haven't been getting anything. But if the catfish want to go upriver, they have to go through here and go to that right side right there. It's probably about waist deep, maybe. Here, we got a bunch of businesses over here. And so then we got a, this is where people swim at. I don't know how far we can go down, but we might put it right here. We need to get the camera level though. Hopefully it sees everything. May not. We can even go farther down, but they can climb that tree right there and get on that rope right there and swing out there in the water. Let's see where we are. Let's see if we can set this rod holder up so the camera can see it. There we go. I guess you guys can see it. We'll probably bring that net down here because we're going to need it too. We'll get the bait out there though. Probably all kinds of rocks and debris over there, so who knows if we're ever going to get it back. I haven't fished here in this spot for a good year or two. Used to be pretty busy down here. Used to be a bunch of tents down here all the time. Yeah, 3 ounces is going to hold there pretty decent. Let's see if anybody's chatting. No chatters. We still got 13 people in. Welcome in, guys. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you haven't. We've got, did have 130 subs, so if I got any more today, that is all good. And just in case we catch a catfish, we got it on GoPro too. We're gonna go get my other stuff. And if I have to run, you'll hear me screaming. Tell me if you get a bite over here. We'll move one rod at a time. Now on a and me running's a fun watch there anyway, so this one almost hung up too, so we know we're fishing in the right area. And if I get kind of bored, we will throw a whopper plopper around. See how many small fish I can catch with a whopper plopper. I swear I caught a 3-inch smallmouth. I'm guessing it was a smallmouth on a whopper plopper today. That's a smallmouth. All right, which one? I think we should throw this one farther down. We'll maybe put it farther over. All right, those are easy rod holders by Cat Claws that you can just push in the ground, even with these rubber boots. All right, guys, we got 12 people in. Appreciate it. Lost one somewhere, but maybe they'll come back. All right, we are using chicken liver. I could put hot dog. What do you think I should use? Smorgasbord. May need to bring 3 baits next time. No, we ain't done, so we're gonna be throwing some other stuff here in the future. But today we're trying this spot out just to roll it out. There's a bite right there, guys. There was the first hit on that orange rod. We need to get another bait on the other one. So it's in a good rod holder, so I trust that rod holder. So we're gonna get the rest of the stuff up here. But that would look like a turtle bite maybe, but sometimes the initial bite could just be a small bite like that. Later on they'll just hammer it. Yeah, it looks like it's picking up there. Looks like it's picking up. That bite's picking up. Maybe we can catch one this time. I'm gonna walk down and see if we get my other junk. Guess we need it. Tell me if we'll get a bite. I know he's biting. That's more like a nibble though. We're wanting a full-fledged takedown. It's all right, I need a good jog. So if we have to run to it, it's okay. First we need to put all my stuff on the back of my tackle bag. So you could always just throw one rod down the bank, leave it all by itself, put it in a good rod holder, and you're good to go. something you can trust. A forked stick is not nothing you can trust. Even a PVC with rebar is pretty decent. That's a really good rod holder. It don't cost that much to make. Even the little cheap Walmart Ozark Trail rod holders aren't too bad. But if you get a real big fish on there, they will take them out of the ground. Let's get that chicken later on. I bet they stole my bait on that one too, so we're just getting surrounded by turtles today. Nothing new for August. Let's put another piece of chicken liver on, dudes. We could go on around this corner too. I don't know if we got any bank space over there though. Pretty slim right here even on the bank space, but way better than over there. Imagine getting on a hill like that. We are still putting this fire line on there though. I don't believe it's catfish that's been biting. They're not the size we're looking for. Now bluegills will hit it too. And Fun Fishing Adventures will catch a bluegill on an 8/0 hook. You know he will. You know you will, Scotty. Seen you do it. Let's get this bait farther out. Hope there's no hang-ups over there, so there probably is. Hang-ups pretty much what you want though. The fish will be around there somewhere. Let's see if we can see the baits now. Let's get this around the side of it. We'll have to jump out in the water probably to land a fish. That won't be the first time. Sorry, not chatting much. Doing a double again. Darn it, Scotty. You're always doing it. Hey, almost down to 4 people now. I was doing pretty good there. Oh well. They may not like this view. No problem, Scotty. I know you got to work. 4 people? Uh oh. Looks like we already had a hit on the white one. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. What we got here? Are you going to take it? Nope. I missed it. Whatever it was. We got excited there. We got excited and reeled down too quickly, I believe. That's okay. He probably stole my bait. Oh, we still got bait on there, guys. Heck yeah, we still got the bait on there. Still got it on there. Let's see if we can throw it back in the same spot. That was a pretty quick bite. That was a pretty quick bite there, guys. Hope it's not a turtle. We're bound and determined to catch one today. If I have to go if it don't rain on me. I don't know what the weather is supposed to be. All right, 9 people in. Appreciate it, guys. Hit that thumbs up if you like fishing. If you like catfishing, definitely hit that thumbs up. We just threw the white one out and had it hit really fast. Nothing on the orange one so far. And we just threw the white one back out, so we'll see how we do. I reeled down just a little too quick on him. I think it might have been a turtle though, but he was a little more aggressive than some of the fish we've had today. Come on, baby. Hope everybody's enjoying this weather, getting cooled down a little bit, if it is in their area. It's supposed to be like 82 today. compared to like 90. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. And cloudy. Cloudy is a good time to catfish and crappie fish, in my opinion. Hey, good morning, Josie. Josie J, welcome in. I need to make you a mod. I don't know if I can do it on here or not. There you go. Now you're blue like a Smurf. 8 people in. I think I've had about up 27, I think, maybe more. 31 maybe. That's pretty good for a new channel. Just starting, because YouTube does limit you when you're new. Well, come on, rods. Pretty much been an adventure today in turtles and hang-ups, sticks. I did gain a hook though, so that's a positive. We could throw one more. Oh, up was bite, there's his bite, left rod. Come on, take it down, buddy. Looks like he's moving into me. That's more likely a turtle, but let's see. Let's see if he takes it down. Come on, baby. He's slowly bending it. Yep, I believe that guy's moving with it. There, he slacked it up a lot. He's moving with it. Well, we're going to have to quit playing with him because he's probably a turtle. Now you don't set the hook by pulling on the rod on a circle hook. He's probably ran me into a snag now. Or I think he let go or stole the bait, so let's put her down for a minute. Gosh darn it, dudes. Can't win for nothing. I can't recognize Josie now because she's blue. Oh, Scotty could have told me that was a turtle. I've had them come in like that, being a catfish too, so. It's just today has been full of turtles, so. All right, we'll reel it back in then. He may have took my bait that time. It probably ran me into a snag like that last one did. So you've been watching, we are using chicken livers, and earlier we were using hot dogs. I couldn't keep a hot dog on, but I can't keep a chicken liver on either. But believe me, it will stay on if it's actual catfish biting. All right, we're gonna let that one sit there for a minute. We're gonna hoping this one ain't hung up. And right in front of me, if you see that blue rope, that's where the kids swim. They go out there on that rope. Yep, look, there's another stick fish, little tree thumper. That's the second one of the day there. So we caught a leaf and 2 sticks. We're on a roll. Maybe we'll throw a hot dog on this time. Something stole that bait there, guys. No, that crazy crane. Oh, you see the blue rope right out here on this tree? They climb up that tree and then they swing on that rope. I ain't seen nobody do it for a few years, but they do it. That's been there for a long time. Pretty well done for kids. Looks like a heck of a jump. I don't know how they grabbed that line. Looks like the line's a little short, I think, but maybe they haven't been up there for a while. So when it floods, that's how high the water gets. Way up there. Well, we come around this, we just moved here in this spot, so it's been a minute. I can't see the rope. I can tell the tree by talking about, yeah. Well, zoom in a little bit, maybe you can see it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's hanging off that tree way out. There it is, right there. Can you see my finger? Where's my finger? I can't even see my finger on the screen. Up in there, there it is. I don't like zooming in that far because it makes everything pixelated. I'm not sure. Okay, I see it. It's a little short now, I believe. I think it's not been used for a while. They'll probably have to tie another one to it, to that one. Have caught some flatheads in this area, but it's been a while because they like them rocks over there, I do believe. They get under that cement slabs and stuff. Plus, this is a river bend, or some people would call it a creek bend. We're using this little fire thread from Walmart to wrap our bait on there to be able to throw it, for one thing, because chicken liver, you don't get a good throw, but you get a good lob. At most. I will be putting a video out today of this stuff right here, which I made the other day, but not on this channel. Mr. Rogers still listening? All right. Trying it out, Mr. Rogers. The turtles are beating me though. And whatever else was biting. This is still in that bait off there, but I'm pretty sure the bait's staying on there way better than what it would be. We'll throw it in a similar spot, I guess. We've been lucky we haven't got hung up any more than we have. The big old rock over there. I don't know if that's very deep or not. That's the other problem. If you're not very deep, it feels like it's hung up, guys. Oh man. Hopefully it's not. we'll slack in it. Let's reel this one in. He's probably ran me into a snag. All right. We had chicken liver on there. There's no way we have it on there now. A pull like that. That wrap will definitely help. And see, that wrap don't come off either. I've used it multiple times. That wrap don't come off. It's still on there. How they're getting that bait off there is very carefully, I guess. Houdini's out there biting. Of course, everybody knows how turtles are. I think frozen bait, you know, it's a couple of days old and getting kind of mushy. It'd be good to use on too. Now, I've always used elastic thread, which is pretty much the same thing, but it's a lot thicker than this. There's a good bite right there. That's a good bite. Problem is, I think I'm hung up. So, if I get one, we're probably already hung up. That was a bite though. I've seen it move. You probably can't move it any farther. So when you think you're hung up, you just leave it there and hope the fish swims out. That's all you can do. On a three-way rig, you might get lucky, but on a Carolina rig, you may not. Anyway, it had a bite on it. All right, we're still it's fairly deeper there in that spot. And there's rocks out there, so definitely some fish out there. Now, I've tried the whopper plopper through here. I haven't got nothing, not even but one little smallmouth. I'm going to show you this. This is pretty interesting. Did we already get a hit, guys? I think we already got a hit on this one. Unless I just didn't reel it in tight enough. I missed it. That line was coming in off quick, so I caught throwing this out today. Whopper plopper 60. Bluegill. Yeah, it's getting a bite already, guys. It's probably a turtle. We probably need to move on down farther. Just don't know if we have any bank space up that way. Anyway, that's the whopper plopper 60. The fish was probably this big. About an inch or two bigger. Yeah. Oh, got a bite on the orange one. I believe that's turtle, so. Got another bite on the orange one. Take it down, buddy. You got to take it out of that snag for me. Man, I got choke. Oh, getting it. Yep. See how it's bouncing there? That's a darn turtle bite, I believe. We're gonna get one somewhere. Come on. Come on. Hit that thumbs up, dudes. Maybe I can catch a darn fish. I'm not a turtle. I think it's loaded over there with turtles, apparently. We will see. Something's still biting on this one. Come on, baby, come on. You could bite better than that. It must be little turtles too, at that. We'll see. They've surprised me before being catfish, and I think it's a turtle. Heck, it could be a moon eye for all I know. Well, doesn't surprise me any. Could be a bluegill. Scotty's pretty good with that. Catching little bluegill on circle hooks. Hey, Saul, welcome back. If you left, Saul's back in the house. He was watching earlier. He may have never left. We moved to a different spot, and I've been getting a lot more bites, but pretty sure the orange one's hung up, but it has been getting a bite, so it may not be. It just felt like it was. Something's making my throat tickle. Come on, Paul, get out of it. Get out of this hair. Excuse me. All right, did you take bait? Did you take both baits, guys? What do you think? Should I be throwing that hot dog out again? They probably did. Don't look like it's biting again. One thing is, you gotta check your baits consistently after you get a bite, or you ain't gonna get them on a bare hook, that's for sure. Well, I had a few nibbles. They did not impress me. I think we'll throw it at a different spot further on down. Maybe toward the middle of the river, maybe. I think everything's gonna be on that other side, toward the structure. But you never know until you throw. Right? I think the bait's gone. You got it. It is. Fishing on credit. You got it right, Josie. I think he stole the other one too, but I'm working with turtles today. But hey, it's a bite. Need to start bringing me a bottle of water. I definitely should have yesterday, but yeah, it was hotter than crap out here yesterday. It's nice today. But now I just gotta cough and cough and cough. I forgot my bait rag. I don't even know where the hell it went. No, I didn't leave it down here. Since Sunday, we've probably still been here. Let's throw her down toward the swimming hole right there, guys. What do you think? Let's throw it right here in the swimming hole. You think there's anything that close up? Yeah, that's not so much the swimming hole, but that's pretty much the same spot we've been throwing, just a little bit farther down, I think. We'll get the turtles that are a little bit farther down. We're getting close to a bend right here, and that would be where the catfish would be. Not that it's steep, but it's full of rocks. Well, that's the plan. It's like many plans, they don't always work out. Let's pull this up out of there. Yeah, it's hung up. Yeah, I figured so. Scotty knows for one thing, I'll lose at least 5 sinkers today. If not a hook. What did we get back on this? Feels awful light. We get a swivel back. Oh, we got the sinker back. All right, Scotty, save the sinker. Now we got to use a regular hook, because I think that was the last catfish hook that I had. Unless you want to go Scotty size 8. We got an old J hook on there. I'll be setting the hook. Smacking them babies in the foot, probably. All right, here's a hook I found. I hung up on earlier. We'll just reuse somebody's hook. It's pretty recent. It looks pretty new. Of course, these newfound hooks. We'll try to keep the bait on there. I'll need to keep an eye on that baby, because all right, it's a little farther down. Maybe we can get something. The old swimming hole, yep. I ain't seen nobody out there for a long time, but this pathway is covered in pathway to get here is covered in logs, so you have to go through a little bit more of the woods, but there's a path made, so plenty of people have been taking it. So a lot of detours. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's got to be deep enough out there for them to jump off that rope. Of course, kids are crazy. They would jump a 2 foot of water, wouldn't think nothing of it. I get too far out there, it's gonna be a rock. Those big old stones go out there. All right, we got a little, kind of looks like a jackhammer hook from Team Catfish to me, except for it's got a bent eye, which would be perfect for snelling. But we're just using a Palomar on it. I think we'll put a hot dog. We'll try that out. I think a hot dog with the J hook would be better, in my opinion. We get a bite? Yep, we got a bite on that. I seen it. I seen it jiggle jiggle. And we gotta use all this $1.56 chicken livers. I'm pretty sure they're probably regular $3. But it's been a long time since I bought chicken livers. I ain't seen them in the store since 2020. deal is with that, but or my Kroger just did not sell it for a long time. Of course, I do not go to the store very often either, so you can put that in there too. That did look like it had a nibble though. I may have missed the whole. I've been screwing around with this other stuff, trying to get this bait and this hook on here. It may have done stole my bait on that one. Even though it looks like there's a bunch of turtles out there, you never know when the turtles leave and the catfish start. Because I've caught a lot of catfish around turtles. They hang out in the same darn spots, I can tell you that. Well, didn't do a very good job, but we got a wiener on there. As long as Andy don't see this or Mid-South don't see that, we'll be good. All right, the old swimming hole, yep. We may set that rod holder farther down and throw a little farther if we get behind that tree. It's a good thing about these rod holders, you shove them in the ground with your feet. That's what makes them good rod holders. We'll actually throw it from this side. Maybe we won't hit that. We won't hit that blue rope. I've got a lot of bad casts to catch fish, but yeah, we got her farther down there. So far, not very many bites that way, but no bites from a turtle. It's probably worth it. I'm pretty sure there's some catfish in this area. I'm positive there is. Pretty positive. All right. How long we been going? 31 minutes on the GoPro. That thing's getting hot, boys. Josie's laughing. And you see the rods? They're probably kind of funky looking. Barely see them, I guess, but you can see them. All right. One of these days I'll sit down. How many people we got in? Still got 12, 24 likes. Oh, we got one more thumbs up. My first couple lives, I couldn't even get a like. I'd like to do a creek fishing video. Today would have been a great day to do it, but I need to get rid of this chicken liver and hot dogs. All right, it's all calm. We're gonna throw this stupid whopper plopper out, which this is interesting. So I started out the day, looks like the orange one was getting hit, and I hooked these on my rubber boots, top of my rubber boots. So I had to break the hooks to get it out of my rubber boots. So nothing like starting your day out like that. So it's only got pretty much 4 hooks on there. So that little catfish, that little smallmouth ate that whole hook right there in his mouth, had all 3 barbs in him, in his mouth. And his mouth wasn't no bigger than that. So I had to rearrange his face. Everybody I watch is getting topwater bite, but I haven't got crap. Got that one little fish, that's it. I've been several times through here throwing this bait, not catch a single thing. Had a couple of them get off, were probably maybe 12 inches. For the most part, no bite whatsoever. I'm not a guy that throws 100 times. I'll throw about 10 times the same spot, throw different angles. So maybe they're throwing 1,000 times to get one bite, and we just threw it on the other side. Got a tree. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Not enough current really here for smallmouth, but there is a lot of structure. I hate when that happens. Treble hooks are tough. Yeah, they are very tough. Apparently these don't bend either. These hooks don't bend, so if you bend them, they break fairly much. Well, we'll have to definitely check the hot dog pretty quick. All kinds of bubbles out there by my line. Not another turtle. That's the thing, I don't even see bubbles for the turtles, but they're out there. Let's throw it upriver. Ooh, that's a good spot right there. Usually the fall's when I have the best topwater bite. And then everything hits it, everything. The little sunfish will, even 3-inch sunfish will hit that thing. We'll throw her this way. Maybe there ain't no catfish over there. Maybe there's a bass over there. I don't catch a lot of largemouth either. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Got 11 people in. We're trying to catfish, but we ain't getting anything. So we're going to throw our baits out a couple more times. And we might go to the old island up here behind me. I don't know about carrying the camera through there, though. Holy crap, I hit that rock on the other side. That's just a 5-foot rod here. And that's probably, I don't know, maybe 50 feet across. It's a little wider in this spot. It gets a little wider around this bend too, but then it gets shallower. I've seen some bait activity when I first got here, but these fish are probably in the heavier current. All right, we'll check our catfish rods out. Yeah, I was going to take that back treble hook off of it anyway, because you get both trebles in a fish's mouth, it's murder. I don't care how many fish I miss, I'd rather send them back the way they were when I caught them. Just with a couple piercings, not 20. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, I felt a little thump and I thought, do I have one? Do I have one? Because usually the blow up's like huge. I was like, do I have one? I said there may not even be no fish here, but small bite here has been pretty rough. That's why we want to try a new creek. And I think I have access to through a park, so we will try that one day this week. So we're down to one hook on that end anyway, so that's kind of what I wanted. Especially when you're waiting and you have to get treble hooks out. That's a nightmare. All right, let's throw her back out. I thought we had a bite on that orange one, but maybe not enough snags over there, guys. We ain't getting hung up. I'd say something stole the bait. I'll tell you what. Listen, let me turn this camera on. Yes, we aren't getting anything. Did we have another wiener? Another wiener on. We're using our bait up though. That's what we want, intended purpose today. I'm hoping to catch catfish though, but I was prepared fish multiple spots, because that's usually what I do. I don't just normally fish one spot and hope I get a bite, because I know how the bite is. You have to fish all the spots that you can in one day to catch more than one fish. Most generally, I don't get onto a bunch of fish all in one spot. One or two normally per hole. And that's the way it goes, because they ain't very deep holes. And usually the bigger catfish don't hang around with a lot of other bigger catfish. They are territorial. So you may catch one big one and maybe one small one, but usually there are two big ones, pretty decent sized ones. Usually you'll only catch one of them because the other one's done wised up. Just my experience, but I guess we'll throw it back over here, maybe. And I'd say that, so we fished here Sunday night, back where we started at. And I fished farther down the river with a little bit of success, but it's so shallow that I have to get out in the water. And guess what? We hung up again. God darn it. Darn it. I tell you. Whew. We may hit that island in a minute. Hey, welcome in, Stin. 11 people watching. You got 22 likes. Heck, we must have had somebody not like it. So I thought we was at 23. Maybe I'm wrong. I must really suck. Who knows? Oh well. It don't matter to me. Hit like or unlike, it don't matter to me. I do prefer to get some likes. We're not always going to catch fish. I won't catch fish every time I go out for sure. It's never going to happen. I fish pretty tough spots. And if you think they're easy, ask the people that fish here too, and they'll tell you. What they bring out of here. That's why you won't see nobody down here. So it's all about your area that you fish, if there's any fish there or not. We don't have a big number of catfish here, to be honest with you. The smallmouth outnumber them. But they ain't biting right now. Well, they stopped in these spots. They'd be more in the current areas. But after these 100-degree days, they've just kind of, bites like completely stopped on them. In this portion of the river anyway. All right, we are trying to catch catfish though. Let's go. Oh, appreciate it, Mr. Otters. We got 9 people in, Stubbs, keeping people in here. We're getting my hours. We're about at 130 the other day. I did put a nice little short out of me falling, but I get like 4,000 views, but God, I can barely get a like. I don't know what's going on with shorts these days. Guess you got to use funny sounds to get anywhere, which I think it's stupider than crap, but whatever. If you can't use your real voice, it's not worth subscribing to somebody, in my opinion. I forgot, this is on a J hook, so we see a bite on this one, we can set the hook. And it would be awesome to catch one setting the hook on a catfish, because I haven't done it in a long time, except for on my bait rod, which I do have a video on the other channel of that. Guess we'll throw it over here where we're getting those turtles. Maybe there's a catfish there now, or maybe I'd probably just threw it back into the snag. Guess what? That's where the fish are. That's where we're throwing it. The trick is to get it just out of the snag and draw them out, either behind it or in front of it. With the current going this way, you want to get it in front of it. All right, I don't know how long we've been going. Let's check, see how long we've been going. I know, Mr. Rogers, what happened? Yeah, I know. It's like the sound. You don't even need the video, you just need sound. All right, 7 minutes that time on GoPro. I'm recording all this footage. We're back up. I know, I don't like it. So if you subscribe to that, you're not really subscribing to a channel, you're subscribing to a sound. They can't even use their own voice. We may go to the island of misfit toys. I'll have to get a little wet, but that's okay. I think we're gonna sit down for a moment, calm down a little bit. Got 11 people still watching. Getting my hours though in. I think I was up to 19. Oh, we got a bite on an orange one. Hope we're not hung up. I think we are though, guys. He's still on there though. There he's coming. I don't know what it is. It might be a turtle, guys. It feels like a catfish, but it might be a turtle. Where's my net at? I don't think I need a net for a turtle, but hey, we got one of them out of the water, so. Old softy. Got you that time, you sucker. Did we get you in the mouth? Well, we did. Oh, I came off good. Get out there, you dummy. I know you're on your back. Let me roll you over. There you go. There we go. Got that turtle. Ollie, JFGF. Yep, takedown. I thought, man, that's looked like a flathead bite there, but good old turtle. It's easier to catch them with a J hook. Set that hook instead of sit there and. So that's a hook we caught earlier. We had snagged up on. So I'm recycling it, reusing it again and again. I don't use a lot of J hooks for catfish, but normally I would use a kale hook for chicken livers too. So I've always used kale hooks because you can set them in the rod holder and they will work just like a circle hook. And on a positive note, you can also set the hook on them. Anyway, thing using them with cut bait is a lot of times the bait will turn back into itself on a kill hook. They are really good for a live bait, but if you get too big a hook, it will go right through the catfish's eye. Every time. That's how bad they are. You can get like a size 7 aught for a fairly cheap price, but after that they go way up in price. I don't think it's very deep over there. We are probably fishing in turtle territory. Hey, got one of them darn suckers. Got one of them darn suckers. Oh, Scotty boy. Hey, 6. See if we can get 23 likes. Man, I could have swore we were up higher than that. Man. Uh oh. I think I'm seeing that white one move. Yep. Was that the hot dog or chicken liver? Can't remember. No, it. Turtle. Yeah. Just the turtle. Chicken livers. Hot dogs. Huh? Nope. Not today. Getting some bites. They're here. I'm pretty sure they're here. Seems to be more turtles though. Still 22 likes. Well, we're getting them. He probably stole my bait though. Well, it's picked up pretty good. 9 people in. Appreciate it, guys. Thumbs up. I'll check that bait again. Darn turtle. There comes the train again. I already watched him pass earlier this morning. See what time we got. We got 11:12, so I can go a little longer. We might go to a different spot. Appreciate it. Huh? Oh, we did see another angler. 5 people in. Oh, we're dropping them like flies. Usually turtles will do that to you. I'd say if the turtles quit biting, we might catch something. What we got here going on? I got another stick. Yeah, another stick. Oh, one thing I know, I can catch turtles and sticks. I've yet to catch I don't think I've caught a catfish on this channel yet. Tell you what. Starting to get cursed. Curse of the catfish on this channel. This may be a creek fishing channel. So far, it's the only place I've caught fish. Is at the creek. I'm not. All right, we're gonna throw another hot dog out. We probably should just move, but we ain't got much more time left, guys. So we're just gonna hang out here, maybe. Or should we move? Maybe we should move for last 30 minutes. Get wet and have to redo laundry again. Kill my wife. She'll kill me. Anyway, you get to look at something. Maybe the train, maybe it'll come through. Who knows? Turtles are biting here. I know there's some catfish here, but if they aren't biting, there's nothing you can do about it. If the turtle gets to it first, you're just fighting the turtles. Here, turtle, turtle, turtle. Now, the only problem we got is walking through the water with the camera. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Nope, I'm not kidding you. That's why we probably should carry like 6 rods. Somehow we got it out pulling it from this side though. All right, we got lucky there. Yeah, the reason we did is because it was a tree branch. Notice how yellow that rod looks like on the camera? It's actually orange. Looks yellow, kind of. What's up with that? I don't know. Too light settings, maybe. Now, get my junk. We're gonna move. One last move before we head home. I don't know how long this live's been, but it's been a while. It's been a while. We've had a couple good bites and a turtle. All right, 8 people in. Appreciate it, guys. We're going to get ready to move. I'll turn this camera around. We're going to be heading this way. I don't know if you got that right there's a bottleneck right there where the fish have to go around that to get upstream. So fishing that at nighttime has not been that great a bite for me, but I swear it should be. It should be, because those fish have to come through that area sometime in the night if they want to go upstream. You know, holding this camera might be a difficult task. But we're going to try it here and walk with it. All right, here we go, guys. I don't know how well it's going to work. Probably not very, probably shaky as hell. I don't have a very good camera phone that has stability. Hey, and looky there, I dropped something on the ground, so it's a good thing we came back through here. That's my grippers. I can't live without those. I can't live without these darn fish grippers. You ever have those kind of fish grippers? You can have all kinds of, oh heck, I forgot. Darn it. Oh man. And then my pliers. These ain't even mine. I found those, so I can't live without those either. It's somebody else's stuff I got to use. Somebody else is going to get to recycle them there for a minute. All right, got an island up here. I don't know if we're going to try to get on it or not. The bite ain't been that great up here, but I've been wanting to fish it. I can't believe we're not losing signal like I do on Sunday nights. I know to the left of it, the water is deeper. We're going to try to the right of it. It might be deep too, but we're going to get all this stuff situated. Take the tripod out of it. The stand part. Shorten this rod up a little bit. We're going on an adventure, guys. 7 people in still watching. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. This is kind of stuff I have to do all the time. Well, whopper plopper to the finger. It wasn't good, but all right. I tried that way. Water went over my boots. Let's see what happens here. As long as we can stay in the wood, I think we'll be all right. As long as we don't run into no turtles or snakes, should be fine. Oh, we are sinking. We are sinking. Well, that's another problem you have. Sinking water. All right, that stick's got me really good. All right, here we go, guys. That wasn't that bad after all. The only problem is we're hung up on a whopper plopper back here. Get off there. There it goes. You darn thing. Leave it to the whopper plopper. So here's crappie heaven over here. If the water was a little deeper. Here's me another shopping cart to catch. Scotty. Now, last year it was pretty shallow, but there wasn't no island right here. So it's interesting how the water does. This was waist deep last year right here. I'll tell you what, we are here now. We're going to throw it to the right and straight down and everywhere we can. Maybe we can get a bite today. Not too long ago, I caught a moon eye here. Which is pretty cool. It's been at least 4 years since I've caught a moon eye. Yeah, we're gonna flip her back around. That's where we came from. This is where we're going. Let's get some rod holders in. First off, before you ever do anything, you should put the net in front of you. You can't fight a fish. You can't fight a fish with a net behind you. Or you can't land them. You have to go back and get the net. So the other thing, I got the grippers and the old fish grips on my person now. That's another person, something you need right away. So you don't want to waste no time looking for them. Any moment that fish is out of water, it's not good for them. I know some people leave catfish out of the water for a long time, but no fish should be out of the water more than 3 or 4 minutes. Quicker the better. I mean, if you weigh them, it usually takes 2 or 3 minutes. We're gonna try to go to this point right here, probably. Move that. Now, you know, if you can see me right at the moment, we'll put the camera toward it. Angle it more. All right. Just so we can get a better throw. It's pretty deep in the middle. If you can get a really good toss out there, it's fairly deep. There's a log coming out this way. Here's all kinds of stuff. We may be too far away right at the moment even. Let's move it a little closer. Anybody talking? Got loose chat again. Might have lost chat. Our signal sucks. And nobody's in chat. All right, no problem. Nobody's in chat. All right, well, we'll try to set it up a little bit so we can see a rod bend or something. I don't know about you, but I like seeing a takedown, and I try to get every takedown on video. There's nothing like it. If I'd had some red worm, we'd throw some red worm out too, but I'm a long ways from where the fish are here. They are definitely out there a distance. Got a good old J hook on though, so you never know. I'd like to catch a striper one of these days here. And the numbers of those are really probably limited, along with the flatheads. There's flatheads here. I've yet to catch one this year. Yet to catch a darn flathead this year. They are limited here. They're in limited numbers. That's not very deep right there, guys. Not a very good throw either, so I think we can throw it farther with that catfish wrap on it. The only problem is we got it wrapped around a tree right there. I'm not sure how that's going to work. We got a hot dog on this one. We're going to need to throw it as far as we can. We're going to have to throw it hard as we can. Heck yeah, right there is good enough. Even that might be too far. Interesting thing about throwing up current is the fish will come to you. So a lot of times they won't bend the rod. Hey, we're about out of line on this Abu Garcia here to the left. We need to re-spool both of them. We got some Berkeley Big Game 25-pound line on it. The old neon green color. Step on my... Alright, no more likes, no more... Still got 9 people watching, so it says. I don't know, this could be all froze up. Anybody still here? Give me a thumbs up. Where's my thumb? There it is. We're at our last destination. Let's see how much time we got. It's working. Alright, appreciate it. What time is it? Alright, it's about that time to go. That little trip there, now I gotta go back. We're gonna give her a minute. We used most of my chicken livers though. We might be able to freeze them and get some more life out of them. We might throw our whopper popper around a minute. I don't think I got the orange one far enough out, but we'll rethrow it real quick. See if we get any chicken liver still on it. You got to throw pretty far because it's pretty shallow in this spot until you get a pretty good distance. Well, what we'll have to do is walk out there probably. If we even got any chicken liver on it. First we got to check. Yeah. I shouldn't have threw it off, but you never know. It's still on there. So we did tie it a little bit, not a whole lot, but we did tie it. There's some turtles over here. So let's see what happens. If there's turtles over there, there might be some catfish too. That's what we can hope. If we get it wrapped around this tree over here, we're going to be out in the middle of the water. I'll tell you that right now. And we're just looking for one good catfish. Any at this point. Let's get this net in front of the rods where it should always be. I don't see how some people work, but I don't like a net behind me. I like a net in front of me, so that's where you're going to land the fish. You ain't going to land the fish behind you. You ain't going to land the fish with your net in the truck. Right. Hasn't been a very good bite here, but we are here trying. I cannot see the screen to save my life. I think it's Scotty. Thanks, Scotty. At this direction, I cannot see the screen. So, terrible, terrible. 6 people in. We are getting watch hours, Scotty. Let's throw this whopper popper out. Maybe we'll get one here. Never know. I think I did get a bite the other day, yesterday on it. but he got off before I got him in. But so today's that little bitty smallmouth about that big swallowed the treble hook on the whopper plopper. Holy crap, that was a good throw. Heck, I need new line on this baby too. There's all kinds of minnows popping out there. All kinds of minnows popping. That lets you know there probably ain't no bass there too. Good sign. Uh-oh, the orange rod bounced a little bit. Orange rod bounced. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Here we go, guys. See if we can get it out. We got a decent something here, guys. I don't know if it's turtle or catfish at this point. I think it's catfish, guys. But we'll see. No splashes yet. Oh, get over here. Get over here. No. Get out of there. Oh, he's pulling drag, guys. He's pulling drag. Whoo! Come on. You be a catfish, buddy. This is a decent fish here, guys. Or a decent turtle. Decent turtle. Nope, that's catfish, guys. He ain't real big. Get out of there. He is pulling like crazy, dudes. He's pulling like crazy. All right, let's get him in here. That's why we got the net right here. What a beauty. They fight so hard in shallow water, man. Oh, get up on the bank. All right, let's get him, guys. Nice blue male channel cat, I do believe. Let's get him over. That's a pretty good one there, dudes. I've got. Woo! There we go, dudes. That's what I'm talking about. First catfish on the channel. Might even weigh it. On the J hook even. Hope that was enough. Hope you got all that on camera, but I had to get him out of that snag over there, so we had to move around. I knew we'd have to do that. All right. Appreciate it, Scott. I hope somebody else is seeing it, but probably not. But he's got the hook in him really good. It ain't like it was coming out. Same thing as the other day. I tell you what. Hook went through his mouth. Out the other side. So we got to cut the line. Because I'm not going to go back through. And that was on a J hook we snagged earlier, guys. All right. Get a screenshot, Scotty. If you would. I don't know if you have time. We might weigh that dude. Maybe. That guy's, his head's almost bigger than mine. I'd say that's, what do you think that guy is? What do you think that guy weighs? This is probably the last fish we're catching. But we caught one, so we are proud of it. Let's get a weight on it. Zero it out. We ain't gonna spend a whole lot of time messing with him. We'll just get him back out there. All right. Looks like a 9.4. It said 8 there for a minute. 9.4. So pretty good for chicken liver. Pretty good for chicken liver, guys. That's on the, what they call fire thread by Potskis. You can get it at Walmart for $5. All right, we're gonna throw him out. If we can get this thing out, that's why these grippers are so good. They do not come out once they're in very well. That may be a pain in the butt for some people, but it's a good thing we had them, because they will tear your mouth, tear your fingers up, and you can look inside their mouth and see those teeth. All right, here we go. He's off. Here he goes. Slowly, guys, slowly. He's got to get accustomed to that water again. All right, guys. We just threw that rod down in the mud. I think we still had the bait out there even. Did we? We had this bait around, wrapped around all this stuff. All hell broke loose. What we wrapped around now? I don't even know. I'm not even sure where the bait is. All right. Hey, Mr. Roger, did you see that? I don't know where my whopper plopper went. I've lost it. I broke the line somewhere along the line. Oh well, that fish was worth it, guys. I'll see you next time. Bank Fishing Adventures. Actually, going fishing with Stacee. I'll catch you later, guys. We're just gonna reel them in, head home. Probably about that time for lunch, anyway. I'd like to know where my whopper plopper went. Oh. Oh, you want my rod holder's way out here in the water. Where's my whopper plopper? I lost that $10 whopper plopper. Sure as hell. I'll probably snag the line or something. It might be in the net. Let's see if we have any hot dog on here left. There you go. End of the trip finale. I wasn't sure if that was a turtle or a catfish. I mean, that's how he was fighting. Once he got down to the shallow water down here, he was really fighting. All right, we just got a stick on that one. I don't know where that whopper plopper went. I just ran after that catfish like no tomorrow. Hope some people seen that. 9. Still 22 likes though. I'll appreciate it if you hit the like button. We did catch one today, and it was a 9-pounder. So the skunk is off the bank on this channel on lives. Let's go. Sometimes that's all I fish for, is those big catfish like that. That's what I enjoy catching. I enjoy catching all fish, so the big ones just make it a little more fun. I thought it was a turtle over there. Guess what? It was a catfish making them bubbles. Oh, you never know. But we will be sure to get these grippers. If you haven't tried these style grippers for small channel cats, they are worth their while, because you don't want to stick your finger in their mouth. I don't care what. I mean, you can do it. I've done it for years. And believe me, I've had a lot of infections because of it. They will infect your fingers and your arms. Not from their fins, but from their teeth. What little teeth they have. So I had to chop that hook off. Our leader was already short, so I think we'll just reel that in all the way. Let's see, get the net to go. I think I got her on video too, so let's see. Might put a short or something out maybe. Our members video out for my other channel. Who knows? Still got 8 people watching. Good old 9-pounder. That's the biggest one I've caught on chicken liver this year. I think the other one was 8.4, I believe. So you got to just, you know, you just got to keep throwing if you want to catch catfish. I mean, we were really hitting rock bottom over here in this other spot with turtles. And I was pretty sure we'd hit turtles here, but we didn't. So keep at it. Keep on keeping on. Catch you later, guys.